I've got just a simple variable called vid or video or whatever you want to call it, and then I'll just do a simple create canvas, like say 400. So this gives me my canvas. So now what I'll do is, in the function I'll just say, now that I've made the vid variable, I'll just say vid create capture. Here you did create canvas, here you'll do create capture, and then in this you put all caps video. Very simple. So now you've initiated the video webcam feed to come onto your browser. So what will happen when I hit play? Maybe you guys can see that the video feed is coming at the bottom of the canvas. Now this is a bit of like HTML within P5. What happens is that when you initiate the video, it initiates as an element of the HTML. Now what does that mean? It means that, say when you go to a browser, like here I'm on the browser, here I can select all my text, right? I can copy it, I can select the image and it will have some things on it. But when I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when we use text in P5.js, you cannot select it. It gets embedded within your canvas, right? So basically what's happening is that it's making what is called a DOM element, which is, without really going into it too much, it basically means that that it's creating it as an object within your browser. So it shows up separately and says that, okay, yeah, I'm ready, I'm here, I'm ready, and this is where you can see me. But you don't necessarily want that. You want it to be within your canvas because you want to play around with it and things like that. So what we'll do is, we'll first bring it onto the canvas, and then I will show you how to remove this DOM video at the bottom. So what happens here is, I hope I'm okay, like keep like pinging me on the chat so I know everything's fine, I'm not going too fast or whatever. Perfect. So this is very simple. You just set it up exactly like how you bring an image onto the canvas. All I'll do is I'll make the variable I'll use here as the camera feed variable. Camera feed is my webcam's feed, and I'll just say 0,0. And in the past we've also done width and height, so I'll do that here as well. So 320 to 40. I don't know if that's the correct aspect ratio, but we'll try. Yeah, I think it's kind of okay. So yeah, so this is basically how you bring it onto your canvas. The video at the bottom is kind of embedded within your browser through the P5.js command. But what we are doing within the canvas, the smaller video window that I have, that is basically, wow, I'm like 3 times the video. It's kind of like boring to see me so many times. This is basically the one we are calling onto our P5.js sketch. So what I'll do here is, there's a simple command for hiding the video. It's just whatever your variable you've set for your webcam feed, just use that as vid, and then you can say .hide. Yeah, so I just did vid.hide, and I'm gonna hit play, and there you go, my DOM video, my DOM element as they call it, it's gone now. So why I did 340, 320 to 40, I think. Yeah, that looks better. 320 to 40 is just like a typical aspect ratio for the webcam. Like, you know how in YouTube we change it to like 720p, 240p, 360p, like whatever. So okay, so this is pretty much a very, very simple way to bring the video in. What we'll try to do is cover a few more aspects of what you can do with the video. We've got the video. Now I'll quickly run through a couple of references which work similarly to what we've done with image. You just need to kind of see how you'd like to use them in terms of what you want to do. Now we can also do something called copy, which also I think we did in the previous session when we did images, which basically requires you to give the source image I'll just try to remember if I know this. A source x and a source y, and then a source width and a source height, and then a destination x, destination y, destination width and destination height. So what does this mean now for us? This basically means our source image is width. So I just add width here. Say I want to take somewhere in the middle of this video. So I kind of know that maybe it will be around, I know that my video is like 320 pixels. So perhaps I want to take it, say like half of it, so like say 100 pixels, and maybe like 100 here again, and I want this to be like 100 by 100 pixel square. I take this to 400, comma 0, 100, 100. So okay, so I guess I got my estimation a bit wrong. I think it's probably because the original size of the video is bigger than, yeah, can you see it's a bit bigger than what I can see here? Do you guys figure why this is happening? So the reason this is happening is that my original video is bigger than the video that I've placed within the canvas. How could I fix this? I think there is a way to do this within the DOM. So I'll just check the references and tell you. Okay, yeah. So there's a function for like video size. So maybe if I instead of adding the width and height here, I'll add it here. I don't know if it will work though. Yeah, so this is more to scale of where I was trying to get my face. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually what we might be able to attempt to some extent, Anisha. So if you can see this particular pinkish colored video that's popped up on the screen, let me know. Okay, so this is basically this, I don't know if it can be called like an art, of course this is an artwork, but this this methodology or whatever you want to call it is called slit scan. So what it's basically doing is that it's just like passing a line, and it's just like taking the video value of one line, and then it's just moving across. So it could be at a particular source. So I could say that, okay, sorry, Zakira, this needs to be the source. So, and it will move, but every time I move like this, that particular data set for those lines of video will get captured. So this is me in the video, right? The video, and then there is a function called copy. So what we did with copy was we took point xy, and then we said itna bada point, just take a block like this, right? So and place it somewhere else. So we placed it somewhere else, wherever that might have been, and in the video it showed me this bit of me, or however else I've captured it, right? So this is what copy is doing. So it's taking a source, and then you take the source x, you take a source y, and then you take source width, source height, destination x where you want to place it, destination y, destination width, destination height. So that's what it's taken right now, right? So what's happening now is that I've taken a square. Which is x comma y with height. I could also do x comma y and like just 1 pixel of width. So suppose my xy was at 0, 0. I'll just say that I want the width to be 1 and I want the height to be the height of the video. So width dot height. Yeah. So and then so now what does that mean for our video here? So we go back. Okay, I'll take another color so it's distinct. So now for this particular setup that we have, wait, sorry, if this is our video and here I am, and I just say okay, take this one slit from here, or maybe not here, maybe from here. Yeah, so it's only giving me that particular data on that particular point, but every time that I move, these data points will change. So let's just first make this and then we'll go ahead with where we are planning to kind of take this particular. So I'll just this particular thing I'll change. So right now I'm at like 100x and I need a x and a y. So 100x and a y is a 0, and then I just give it 1 pixel width, but I want the height to be the video height, so I do width dot height, and then I want a destination and I want a destination x and I want a destination y. So I'll just still keep it at 400, and I'll keep it the y as well at 0, but I'll again make this 1 and I'll make this width dot height. Hopefully this should work. So can you see that there's this little line that's kind of showing up on the side? I'll just zoom into it, maybe it'll be better. And when I'm kind of moving, it's giving me a little bit of a variation based on where I am. Yeah, perfect. So now that I anyway have an x value, what I could do is I could tell this line to move, right? So the line is right now at 400. I could just say 400 plus x, and then this x value which I have here, I could just make it move. What did I do? Oh, I never put the value. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the whole thing is moving because I put x here as well. Just remember this. Sorry. So now you guys can see that this line is kind of moving out. What I do here is now I'll just make this 320, so it just starts at the edge of the video. What I do now is that, say if I took the background to the top, you all know what happens, because like we always like do this. So now can you see that's giving me the data from one point, but it's like making me look a bit crazy.